All right, hello, welcome back. I'm hearing right out of the gate. I haven't done my prayer yet. I'm going to do it in a moment here, but I just want to mention this in case this has been on someone's mind. I'm not sure if it's going to come out in this reading any further, but I'm hearing the Smallville theme song. Okay, they're showing me Smallville, the TV show, okay, which is all about Superman's before he became Superman, essentially, and his journey into that. I forget, I think it's 10 seasons, I can't remember. Anyways, it's an older TV show, and there's a song that's the theme song, and it says, "Somebody save me." All I can hear is "Somebody save me." Somebody save me. I'm trying to think of the next lyric because they're showing me like the physical music of it. Hold on, I'm actually going to look this up. There's a lyric that I'm completely forgetting right now, and they just keep showing me the the music as if I was going to play the song. Let your warm hands break right through it. Somebody save me. I don't care how you do it, just stay. I've been waiting for you. Okay, I'm going to actually play part of this. Oops. No. Hold on. I'm going to try to play this. This is... Okay, that's the section of it. That's the song, and that's just, they just keep showing me that, and they just keep showing me the opening theme to Smallville. I have not seen that show in forever. Maybe I should go watch it. Okay, really quick prayer now before we dive in to this. Okay. I'm really getting this feeling with this collective of you need to really learn not to outsource your energy. You really need to learn not that you don't need to wait for approval from other people to do what you want to do. You don't need to wait for approval from other people. This collective is really dealing with like people-pleasing tendencies. There's a lot to do with people-pleasing. There's a lot of energy here regarding needing to, or feeling the need need someone else to validate your worth. And there's a massive message here that that's not needed. You don't need someone else to validate your existence. You don't require someone else to validate your worth. You don't require someone else to validate what it is you want to do, or the positions you wish to step into, or even your belief system and belief structure. This collective, you don't need that. Okay. And I feel like maybe you guys have been really down and out lately. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe that'll come clear once I pull a few cards. But this collective, there's a huge message that Spirit is really showing me, that you don't need anyone to save you. You can save yourself. You can go. And you don't need to constantly, the flip side of that, right? The flip side of this is also that even Superman needs saving sometimes. Even Superman needs help sometimes. So the flip side is this, is if you're like, well, that's not my issue. My issue is really, I just don't want to ask for help and I feel overwhelmed and maybe I should be asking for help. The flip side of this whole message, and even that, the theme song, and even Smallville, if you watch Smallville, is even Superman has friends and lovers, and even Superman needs help from them. Sometimes even Superman needs to be saved sometimes by people who are seemingly ordinary, who are seemingly, there's a feeling that I'm really getting with this collective that you feel like you haven't accomplished XYZ things in your life. There's almost this feeling that I'm getting of like, my time's running out. Oh my God, I'm X amount of years old and my time's running out. And there's a massive message here of your time's not over till it's over. So instead of dwelling on age or the year or any of that, just experience the moment. Just experience the thing you want to do. And if you don't know how to make it happen, start taking steps, start looking into how you can make that happen and what it is you want to do and what it is that you want to strive towards and go to, right? Yeah, water your garden. Nurture, water your garden. Okay, what is it that you want to water in your life? What is it that you need to bring more life to? Not that life is running out. What is it that needs life brought to it? What is it that you are putting the time, the energy, the focus into to make the things that you want to make, or to create the things that you want to create to actually happen and occur, right? What is the temptations that is pulling you away, right? Alluring thoughts and actions, right? What are the things that is pulling you away from your goals and your dreams and these situations that you want to create for yourself? What is it that is being, or feeling like it's being removed from you? I'm hearing also the wool pulled out from underneath you, like the carpet pulled out from underneath you, the rug pulled out from underneath you, and this feeling like the carpet's been pulled out from underneath you. What is it that you need to do? Right? Reflection. Reflections reveal who you are. Reflection reveals who you are, sorry. What energy are you giving out into the universe, to God, that you either feel is not being reciprocated or you don't want reciprocated, but that's the energy that you continuously put out there? If you're constantly saying, I don't want to have this job, the universe doesn't know the difference between I don't want and I want, right? Because all you're saying and focusing and putting your energy into is the thing that you don't actually want. And so that's the thing that is coming and being attracted to you. So instead, the universe is turning around and giving you that thing that you don't want. Meanwhile, I feel like many of you in this collective are going, but I didn't want that. I didn't want that type of relationship. I didn't want that type of job. I didn't want that type of housing situation. So restructuring your mindset, restructuring your framing of situations, okay? And understand the grass is not always greener. The grass is greener where you water it. It's not always greener on the other side. Okay, this collective might also be dealing with jealousy issues. Okay, you might be dealing with looking at people and dealing with a bit of jealousy issues, or thinking that you understand other people's life circumstances. And what I would say there is, look at, you don't actually know what other people are going through at the end of the day. You can literally live in the same house with someone and you don't know what that person is working on, what they're striving for, what their goals are, what their dreams are, or what it is they're working towards. Right? And so if you're getting caught in this, I wish I was like so-and-so, and I wish I could do this, and I wish I could do that, and so-and-so has this type of life, or they have this type of lifestyle, or they have these opportunities, and I wish I had those opportunities. Understand that there's nothing stopping you from receiving those same opportunities that you believe might not even be true, but you think that so-and-so has. And before you go and start wishing that you were in someone else's shoes or you had someone else's life, really evaluate if you even really know that person's life. Right? It's really easy to say, oh, I wish I had Bill Gates's life and then I could do whatever I want. But do you? Do you wish you had Bill Gates's life? Do you wish you had a public awful divorce? Do you wish that you were named in some awful papers? Do you wish that? Do you wish that you partook in the things that Bill Gates has in the past and continues to today partake in? I personally wouldn't. The money doesn't matter. I would not want to have that on my consciousness whatsoever. So really, really sit with it. Really sit with it. Because this collective, your mindset is your biggest enemy right now. That's the message here. Your mindset's your biggest enemy. The way you think you're viewing the world, your perception. Okay, your perception is always through the lens of what you believe. But that your perception is not always the reality. As hard as that is for this collective to hear, your perception of a situation is not always the reality of a situation. Your perception of someone's life is not always the reality of that person's life. So this collective really needs to sit, and you really just need to think, and you need to be aware, and you need to sit, and you need to remember to water where it is you are. Don't be worried about what everyone else is doing or not doing or what you think you should be doing. Okay, what are the things, by the way, I really want you to really consider this. What are the things that are pulling your attention away from the goals that you want to accomplish? What's pulling that away from the goals that you want to accomplish? All right. The Herald. Yeah, small regrets and longing. Okay. You've got the double snake, which for me, the snake is always about healing and transformation and shedding of old identities and old skin. But you've also got the rabbit, which is anxiety. Okay. So changing your perception of change. Okay. And shedding old identities, shedding your skin. You're right. And having anxiety isn't always a bad thing. Okay. Thinking that anxiety has any worth is a bad thing. Thinking that the anxiety in your life has meaning is a bad thing. But anxiety itself isn't necessarily a bad thing. It just means that you're about to do something you've never done before. That's all it is. All right. And in order for a snake to shed its skin, it's got to do things that it doesn't do and that most creatures don't do, which is literally start pulling its own skin away. Right? And during that process, the snake's skin dries up and the snake becomes blind and the snake can't see anymore. Right? And the snake's not able to see where it is it's going. And it's a really great metaphor for our lives. When we are transforming, when we are moving, when we are embarking on new adventures, we're not going to be able to see where it is we're going. Because we haven't gotten there yet. We haven't done the thing yet. So we're not going to be able to see the thing and the product of it and the product of all this work. You can only see the very thing that you are doing in that moment. Right? And that's exacerbated by the moon here, right? You just have a nice little crescent moon. It's not giving you a lot of light. It's not giving you a lot of foresight. And I think that for this collective, that gives this collective a lot of anxiety that it's not. But you have your own intuition. You don't need to have all this other foresight. You don't need to have all this other, you know, this whole path laid out for you. You just need to trust your intuition, trust yourself, and trust what it is that you know and you can do. And stop comparing yourself and your journey to other people. Stop comparing your life and your life experiences to other people, even if they're your siblings. Okay? You could have been raised in the same household as your siblings, and you all have very different experiences still, and very different life outcomes, and very different viewpoints, and that's okay. That's one of the very unique things about a human experience, is we're not carbon copies of everyone, right? You can live in the same house and have very different experiences about the goings on within that house. But to be filled with anxiety about it, and to be filled with judgment about it, and to be filled with all of this longing, this wanting about it, but not taking any action towards it, that's a problem. But that's only something that is within you. It's not because of your siblings, it's not because of your parents, it's not because of society, it's not because of the government, it's not because of all these external factors. It's only because of you and your perception and your lack of empowerment. So shedding this old skin and stepping into this new version of you and healing this old version and saying, yeah, it's okay, but I'm not going to be jealous anymore, and I'm not going to have animosity towards these people anymore, because what's the purpose? And I'm just going to focus and do the grind on what it is that I want to do. That's what this collective needs to focus on, right? No one's here to save you. That's your job. That's your job. That's what it means to be in an empowered state. That's what it means to be spiritually aligned. It doesn't mean that you're not going to have problems anymore. It means that you're going to have confidence in your own knowledge and your own wisdom. And yeah, you might still have anxiety and fear doing it. That's fine. But that doesn't mean it should stop you from doing the thing. And it doesn't mean it should stop you from reaching the goals. And it doesn't mean it should stop you from getting there. I feel like I've really sussed this message out as much as I could. I've really expanded it out as far as I can. So I'm going to leave it there. And I'm going to wish everyone on this journey the best of luck on your goals and your healing. And until next time, bye for now. Oh, and don't forget, I keep forgetting to put this. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment down below. Like, subscribe. Okay, now, I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.